Fish and chips.
Yeah.
So this is a small fish bites and chips. Fish bites I recommend because they're easier to eat when you're out and about. You can just pick them up. And this is a lot of food. So we share this for lunch. They are rather delicious. Look at its majestic beauty and listen to the crunch. Beautiful. Trying to manoeuvre a whole fillet that breaks up in eating it with a tiny fork. It's quite problematic. Save a few chips to make a chip omelette for the next day. There's Bennett's fish and chip shop where we just got our fish and chips. Also sell ice creams. There is another fish and chip shop that's very popular just over there. The other side of the Rendezvous and the Anchor pub, and there's always a debate in Weymouth which is best, but our favourite is Bennett's. I think I'll take you through the crypt passage, which is just over here. There is traffic on this road, but not a lot of it. I can walk and film at the same time now. I've got my Osmo back. King's Arm pub, very popular pub. And this little passageway here, it looks like it just goes to those houses, but it's part of the crypt area. The Holy Trinity Church. These are sort of 16th, 17th century houses. These are the basements. It does flood down here occasionally, but it's not too terrible. Probably had a good flood a couple of weeks ago, as the other side of the harbour was flooded. There's Holy Trinity Church. Very impressive from the outside. To be honest, a bit boring in the middle. Then we go through the crypt passage. I went to a Halloween party once in there years ago. It was amazing.
The shower's clear. You see them kids running for no reason.
The showers and toilets for yacht crews, but not open to the public. That's where the council offices used to be. They've only just knocked them down, so it's a temporary car park until they decide what to do with it. And then back round, and this is the inner harbour. Not quite as pretty as the old harbour, but that takes you all the way up to Western Bridge, just round the corner there. So Holy Trinity Church looks massive and impressive. This is Chapel Steps. Takes you up some residential areas. I'll just do a quick shot up here because it is a very pretty church. Nice little map there. Lovely blossoms. I've got other videos of this church. And there's Town Bridge. This church isn't very old for an English church, 1834. Late Gothic. Portland stone, of course, as it's local. On the Town Bridge. Council buildings over there, not very interesting. There's the Crown Hotel, St Thomas Street up through there, it's a shopping street. then back round to the harbour the other side. This bridge goes up every 2 hours, 10, 12, 2, 4 and 6, and sometimes 8 and 9 in high summer. 1930, so not too old, just recently had a refurb. Steps down to the harbour here. I got a bit of a dodgy knee, so I avoid the steps. So I'm going just past it, down here. Crown Hotel. Used to work in there. The Marlborough. Probably the best fish and chips in Weymouth, except for Bennett's. And just around the corner here, you can either go that way, round the harbour, past the Marlborough. You can eat in here. You can eat in at Bennett's as well if the weather's rubbish. Round the other way is no steps at all. There are 3 steps here. 4 actually. Through the passage at the back of the pub. And we're by the harbour. There's the other shopping street up there, St Mary Street. I might come back that way and I'll show you the town hall on my way. But we're going along here. There's more pubs and restaurants all the way along. So that's where we were just now. That's where I got my fish and chips. And just over there is where we sat and ate them. It was a fish market for years. It's now been turned into the Hatch and Wayfish artisan fishmongers. Apparently it's amazing. So they've got the little counter here serving bits, and there's a posh restaurant inside. But as I say, we don't tend to eat out very often. It's usually busy here. Well, I mean, this is a Sunday, so it's particularly busy. If we come along here on a Tuesday afternoon, it's hardly anyone here except in the summer. Quayside Bar and Kitchen used to be Vaughan's. Had a few nice meals in there. They had a refurb of this area a couple of years ago. All these bollards and the pavement areas are all new, and all the seating areas outside. It used to be just a row of parked cars. It does look a lot better now, I think. Good view at the top there. Wandering up and down these side streets, there's some lovely buildings up through. There's the Globe pub up there, which is very pretty. Just there. So it's mostly 17th and 18th century all along here. Sorry. Harbour Masters. Up on the old platform now. There used to be a railway line along here. Take you down to the ferry port, which is no longer there. At the moment, this is where all the storage for the fishing boats is. They're building a new area up by the side of the pavilion. This is supposed to be a really good restaurant. I have eaten there once actually. It was nice. It's classic. It's the back of the seafront hotels. There's a lovely little terrace there. I'll go around the front shortly. Ferry boat. £2 for adults, £1 for children under 12. Very reasonable. Saves you a good half-hour walk all the way around the harbour, all the way down and back here. Nice boat coming in. Yacht. Sea cadets. Those houses up on the ridge there, they're part of the walking towards the Nothe, and that, where all those people have stood there, where the stone pillars, that was those steps I showed you earlier. You see there used to be trains going up and down. And a sea link ferry. And here is Weymouth Beach. Voted the best beach in Britain. This area is all fenced off at the moment. They're still building. This is where the new landing dock is going to be for the fishermen. There's the pavilion. There is a slope down there so you can get up and down without the steps, but I can manage through, so I'm going this way. Harbour, seafront. Looks like they've had some sort of classic car thing going on here this morning. Not many left now though. Ah. Stinky fumes. A couple of nice cars left. Right, over the road to the beach. There's a car park down there. It used to be the ferry terminal, but they haven't had ferries here for donkey's years. There's the White Horse on the cliff. And the rest of Weymouth seafront, Weymouth Bay. It's a lovely shallow sandy bay, ideal for kids. Massive beach. It's an award-winning beach. You can walk around the Nothe, down across the harbour and be here. You could probably make it from the drop-off point in about 20-25 minutes, to be honest. I walk an average 2.5 miles an hour, so I'm a slow walker. These are the fronts of the hotels we saw just now. There's a lovely crescent just around the corner. A few of these mines dotted around Weymouth, found out in the bay. So this is row of houses and the lovely crescent. This is Alexandra Gardens, so there's some fun fair rides and things in there. It used to be Victorian, but it burnt down in the 70s, I think, 1970s. Worth a visit if you like traditional seaside rides and things. There's a lovely carousel. A few more rides on the beach up there. But so remember, this is April and it's 12-13 degrees and it's quite a busy beach even now.